Hello and welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever wondered what truly goes into building a global pharmaceutical powerhouse, especially, from a country like India? Today, we're cutting through the jargon and diving straight into Laurus Labs Ltd's 2025 annual report. Our mission here is to pull out the truly critical insights into their contract development and manufacturing organization, or CDMO, operations, and their broader journey in pharma manufacturing. Think of this as your shortcut to understanding how they're not just making medicines, but strategically shaping the future of global healthcare.
And what's truly fascinating when you look at an annual report like this is how it isn't just about the numbers, is it? This one in particular offers such a comprehensive picture. It seamlessly connects their financial progress with their equally significant non-financial commitments. We'll be focusing especially on the tangible impacts of their extensive R&D and their unwavering dedication to manufacturing excellence. Our goal is really to connect all these dots for you so you get a complete and insightful understanding.
Absolutely. So where do we begin? Maybe with their sheer scale and global trustworthiness. I mean, for over 2 decades, Laurus Labs has really cemented its position as a trusted partner in the pharmaceutical world.
They really have.
They're serving over 250 global customers across more than 80 countries, which is quite impressive, isn't it?
80 countries, yeah. That's significant reach.
And get this, a significant 68% of their revenue actually comes from exports. When you break that down, it's like 20% from North America, 25% from Europe, and a massive 55% from the rest of the world. But what does that really tell us about their competitive edge beyond just, big numbers?
That's an excellent question, because this wide global presence isn't just about market share, you see. Not at all. It reflects a deep-rooted, proven capability in consistently delivering high-quality active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs, intermediates, and finished formulations worldwide. This extensive reach speaks volumes about their operational robustness and, crucially, their sophisticated ability to navigate diverse and complex regulatory landscapes. We're talking FDA, EMA.
Right. Across so many different countries.
Exactly. The report makes it abundantly clear that their facilities are fully compliant with leading global regulatory agencies like the US FDA, the EU EMA, WHO, and Japan PMDA. This isn't just a list of acronyms. It truly embodies their motto, one quality for all markets.
One quality for all markets. I like that.
For global partners, this means a consistent, high standard no matter where the product is destined. It's a huge stamp of trust and reliability, a real cornerstone.
So this global trust and impressive reach aren't just credentials. They're clearly the launch pad for what's fast becoming the beating heart of their growth, their contract development and manufacturing organization, the CDMO business. And this is where the story gets really compelling, I think. This division saw a robust 49% growth in the small molecules segment in FY25.
49%.
That's a massive jump. Does the report tell us if this was just market luck or a deliberate strategic shift? And with growth like that, how are they ensuring quality and managing the scale?
Right. Well, that 49% growth in small molecules isn't just a number. It's a critical signal. It indicates a very deliberate and successful strategic pivot. This wasn't by chance. It was directly driven by strong market momentum, yes, but more importantly by the successful ramp-up of new, dedicated manufacturing assets they've been investing heavily in.
Okay.
It shows Laurus Labs is successfully executing a strategic pivot towards higher margin, specialized CDMO services, moving beyond just bulk API production. It's a move that is fundamentally reshaping their competitive landscape.
So more complex work.
Exactly. They're currently managing over 110 active CDMO projects across human health, animal health, and even crop science. What's significant here is a clear shift towards high-value, complex programs for big pharma partners. This means they're taking on more challenging, intricate projects, which often translate to longer-term, more lucrative contracts.
That's quite a pipeline, over 110 projects. And I noticed the report mentions investments in advanced technologies like high-potency R&D and enzyme engineering. Could you elaborate a bit on what those actually mean and why they're so crucial for their CDMO capabilities? It sounds very cutting edge.
Absolutely, and they are. These investments are truly forward-looking. High-potency R&D refers to developing and manufacturing highly potent active pharmaceutical ingredients, HPAPIs. These are effective in very small doses and require specialized contained facilities to handle safely. It's a niche, high-value area.
Okay, so specialized facilities needed.
Precisely. And enzyme engineering, on the other hand, involves designing and optimizing enzymes for specific chemical reactions. It offers greener, more efficient, and often more selective ways to synthesize complex molecules. Think biocatalysis.
Greener chemistry.
Yes. These technologies are strengthening their integrated development and manufacturing capabilities, allowing them to offer a full suite of services from discovery right through to commercial production. A one-stop shop kind of appeal.
Right.
Furthermore, they've expanded their CDMO customer pipeline with new collaborations in enzyme engineering, small molecule biologics, which are essentially mini biological drugs with highly targeted effects, and fermentation-based API projects, leveraging natural biological processes to create active pharmaceutical ingredients.
Fermentation, too. Interesting.
And they're also enhancing their R&D capacity with high-throughput systems, meaning they can test and analyze a vast number of compounds much faster and more efficiently, speeding up development.
That's fascinating. This robust growth in their CDMO business and these significant technology investments must mean a big commitment on the manufacturing side, too, right? Building out the capacity. Does the report give us a sense of the scale of their physical infrastructure and how they're planning to meet this burgeoning demand?
It absolutely does, and this is where their strategic foresight truly shines. This robust growth necessitates significant capital deployment. You need the facilities. Laurus Labs invested 659 cores in capital expenditure in FY25.
659 cores, that's a lot.
It is. And this was primarily to expand these very CDMO and contract manufacturing organization capabilities we're discussing. Think of it as building the muscle to support that ambitious growth. Their API manufacturing is truly impressive. They have over 7,800 KL of installed capacity across multiple units in Visakhapatnam.
7,800 kiloliters. Can you put that in perspective?
Sure. Imagine filling over 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's the kind of volume we're talking about for their active ingredients. It gives them massive scale and the flexibility to meet surging global demand.
Wow. Okay.
These facilities specialize in critical areas like antiretroviral, oncology, cardiovascular, and gastroenterology APIs, key therapeutic areas.
And what about finished medicines? Tablets, capsules?
Right. For finished dosage forms, their oral solids manufacturing facility, also in Visakhapatnam, is being scaled up to produce over 10 billion units annually.
10 billion.
10 billion tablets or capsules.
Yes.
This facility is expected to be fully operational in phases within the next 18 months, which is absolutely crucial for meeting increasing global demand for cost-effective, high-quality formulations, especially for stabilizing their ARV sales, which are, a cornerstone of their business.
It's clear they're focused on scaling up, but in an industry like pharmaceuticals, quantity means nothing without quality and compliance. I mean, we're talking about medicines people take. What does the report say about their commitment to upholding these standards, especially given their global reach and that massive scale?
That's a critical point, and one where Laurus Labs truly distinguishes itself based on the report. It's not just about the sheer volume of production, it's about unparalleled quality and compliance. In FY25, Laurus Labs successfully completed over 160 quality audits by global regulatory agencies and customers.
Over 160, that's a lot of scrutiny.
It is, and the remarkable part, they reported absolutely no critical findings. 0.
No critical findings at all.
None reported. And what truly underscores their operational rigor is this significant achievement. 0 product recalls throughout FY25.
0 recalls. That's huge in this industry.
Is huge. Think about the complexity of achieving that across multiple large-scale manufacturing facilities. For global pharma partners, this isn't just about avoiding penalties. It's a massive de-risking factor. It makes Laurus Labs an indispensable partner in a world highly focused on supply chain integrity and patient safety.
Absolutely.
Their commitment to safety is equally clear, with 100% of their sites being ISO 45001 certified. They even launched #SandKelp, an initiative to further strengthen their safety culture, which demonstrates a proactive, deep-seated commitment beyond mere compliance checklists. It's about culture.
That's truly commendable. So the quality and safety seem top-notch. Beyond the audits and recalls, is there a broader framework that guides their operations? Something like environmental or social responsibility, ESG, that often gets highlighted in annual reports these days.
Absolutely, and this is where it gets particularly interesting, because their ESG, environmental, social, and governance principles, are not just buzzwords here, it seems. They are deeply integrated into their core operations. They've made significant strides in sustainability. They were recognized by external awards and, importantly, improved their S&P ESG score quite a bit, from 59 to 73.
59 to 73, is that a big jump?
That's a substantial improvement.
Yeah.
To put that 73 in context, it places them among the top tier for sustainability performance in their sector globally. It's a strong score.
Okay.
For instance, they've reduced Scope 1 and 2 emission intensity by 8% per rupee of turnover. This isn't just about being green, it translates directly to operational efficiency and cost savings in the long run. It shows a commitment to sustainable growth.
Right, efficiency and sustainability going hand in hand.
Exactly. They're implementing tangible green initiatives. They've transitioned to LED lighting across all facilities, installed 3.3 milliW of solar panels at multiple units, think about the energy savings there, and implemented smart energy-saving measures like variable frequency drives and temperature controls in cooling towers, practical stuff.
Solar panels, LEDs. Okay. What about water? Pharma uses a lot of water.
Good point. Their water management practices are also very strong, according to the report. Significant recycling and reuse efforts. They even repurposed approximately 184,892 KL of wastewater just by recovering solvents from it. That's quite innovative resource management.
Recovering solvents from wastewater. Clever.
It is. So this dedication to quality, safety, and environmental responsibility isn't just about good corporate citizenship. It's really a strategic imperative of the pharmaceutical industry. It builds vital trust and long-term resilience with customers, regulators, everyone involved globally. It's about building a business that lasts.
It sounds like they're building a very robust and responsible foundation then. As we look towards the horizon, what does the report signal about Laurus Labs' strategic priorities for the coming years? Are they continuing to innovate or maybe consolidating a bit?
Oh, they are definitely continuing to innovate. Looking ahead, Laurus Labs is clearly focused on continued innovation, particularly in really cutting-edge areas like cell and gene therapies.
Cell and gene therapy, wow, that's complex stuff.
It is. And this isn't just about chasing a buzzword. Cell and gene therapies represent the absolute frontier of medicine, offering potential cures for diseases previously considered untreatable. For Laurus Labs, this move strategically leverages their deep chemistry expertise while pivoting them into a market with immense long-term growth potential and incredibly high barriers to entry.
High value, high barrier.
Precisely. Their strong project pipeline in these areas truly positions them well for future growth in these high-value segments.
And financially, are they positioned to support this?
Well, it seems so. Their operational efficiencies are already showing clear results. Their return on capital employed, the ROCE, has improved quite nicely, from 6.4% to 9.7%.
So better returns on their investments.
Much better. It means they're getting a better return on every rupee or dollar they invest back into the business. They're becoming more efficient at generating profits from their capital, and their net debt to EBITDA has also improved significantly from 2.9x down to 2.3x in FY25.
Lower debt relative to earnings. Healthier balance sheet.
Exactly. It signals they're managing their debt much more effectively relative to their earnings. Essentially, they're becoming financially healthier and more stable, ready for these strategic investments into areas like cell and gene therapy.
That's a very positive financial picture, framing that strategic ambition. So, given all we've discussed today, their massive global footprint, their impressive CDMO growth, their commitment to quality and sustainability, and their strategic pivot into new high-value areas, what do you think this means for the broader Indian pharmaceutical landscape? Is this just Laurus Labs or maybe a sign of a wider trend?
That's an important question to ask, definitely. Their strategic focus on in-house manufacturing for supply chain security and diversifying their portfolio towards these complex areas strongly indicates a move towards greater self-reliance and significant value addition within India's pharma sector. This could indeed become a very significant trend for the industry as a whole, I believe.
Moving beyond generics.
Well, not abandoning generics, but adding layers on top. India has long been known as the pharmacy of the world due to its strength in generic APIs and formulations, absolutely. But Laurus Labs' journey points towards a future where Indian companies are not just mass producers, but also leading innovation and manufacturing partners for complex, cutting-edge therapies globally. It's about moving up the value chain, you see, adding more R&D, more complex manufacturing.
Right, moving up the value chain. So what does all this mean for you, the curious learner, after our deep dive today? Laurus Labs in 2025 showcases a company that's not just growing its top and bottom line, but strategically investing in cutting-edge pharmaceutical manufacturing and CDMO services, and all while deeply embedding sustainability and quality right at its core. It seems really integrated.
It does.
The journey of Laurus Labs truly reflects dynamic shifts within India's pharmaceutical industry, moving from being primarily a global supplier to now a key innovation and manufacturing partner on the global stage. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How will this increasing focus on high